Professor Emeritus at Loyola University. Larry is a renowned author and sought-after subject matter expert on all things related to the Irish in America. We'll hear from Larry in a moment, but let's watch a brief video documenting Larry's outstanding contributions to the Irish-American experience.
In an illustrious academic and literary career, Dr. Lawrence McCaffrey has contributed greatly to the study of Irish history and its impact on this country. He is a renowned essayist and reviewer, invited speaker and lecturer, editor and author of numerous books that continue to bring insight to the history of Ireland and Irish America. His expertise in the field make him a logical choice for network television and PBS commentary when the subject turns to things Irish.
And no Catholic church was touched.
McCaffrey is Professor Emeritus of History from Loyola University, Chicago, and his extraordinary writings have both endeared and intimidated his many students, peers, and readers. In 1976, he co-founded the American Conference on Irish Studies, a professional organization of international renown. He received his BA from St. Ambrose College, Davenport, Iowa, his MA from Indiana University, and his PhD from the University of Iowa. He received an honorary doctorate of literature from the National University of Ireland, Dublin, in 1987. Born in Chicago to a father from County Cavan, Larry McCaffrey has given his life's work to the study of the Irish experience in America. He is a pioneering social historian of the journey of Irish American Catholics. McCaffrey's work traced the experience of Irish American Catholics from their beginnings as detested, unskilled pioneers of the urban ghetto.
Saloon people or the grog shops would follow both the canal diggers and then later on the railroad gangs,
to their rise as an essentially affluent, powerful, middle-class suburban community. His book, The Irish Diaspora in America, was published in 1976. It won rave reviews and quickly became the standard college and university text on the Irish American experience. Andrew M. Greeley, in a New York Times review, called it the best short history of the Irish in America. McCaffrey's life work and passion for the experience of his Irish ancestors has given us a greater understanding of who we are and how far we have come. He has had a profound influence on Irish and Irish American studies both here and in Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honoured to induct Professor Emeritus Lawrence J. McCaffrey into the 2017 Irish American Hall of Fame for his contributions to the field of education.
Welcome Professor Larry McCaffrey to accept his induction into the Irish American Hall of Fame in the category of education.
For humble Coast Guardsmen in World War II, only a third class, and a signalman, it's an honor to be with people. I see admirals and other naval officers, and I've always been grateful to the Coast Guard. My service was in the North Atlantic on a patrol frigate, and had a little clashes with submarines and a lot with water. But another thing, being in the Coast Guard got me a chance to get a PhD in Irish history, because it got me as a BA from St. Ambrose, an MA from Indiana, and a PhD from Iowa. When I have to thank people here, I always thought the first place to thank is my father, who's from Ireland, who told me all about Irish history from his own perspective when I was very young. And I learned all about it. He was particularly a Parnell person. And his uncle had a pub in Blacklion, and the priest would not bury him when he died because priests weren't too friendly to it, Parnell in those days. So my uncle had to go all the way across the border from Cavan to Fermanagh to get buried in a Catholic church. But I've been also very thankful to people at the University of Iowa, to the Irish Christian Brothers at Leo High School, to the faculty at St. Ambrose, Indiana, and particularly Iowa. Iowa is so friendly to Irish history. They encouraged me. The chairman of the department, Bill Aylott, was a nephew of the Prime Minister of Ireland, and he was glad to have me in Irish history. And also there was another great historian at Iowa, Ned Ruin, who got me really interested in Irish American history by saying, you know, don't think that the Boston Irish are typical. He said, the Irish all over America have been more progressive, more liberal than the Irish in Boston. So that's got me into Irish American history too. And I want to thank all the students I had who read my books, who listened to my lectures, and from many universities. And I'm grateful to St. Ambrose, Indiana, and especially to Iowa. And I also, one other thing I want to say, I'm very happy into the Hall of Fame here, because now I can join my very good friend, Emmett Larkin, who he and I started the American Conference for Irish Studies, which I think has been the most important institution for building and keeping alive interest in Irish studies. And thank you all.
Thank you, Larry, and congratulations.